Hello everyone. Today we will be dealing about the TCP/IP protocol. In the previous session, you have learned about the OSI model. So today we will be learning about the TCP/IP model, which is there in the network aspect. Okay, so let's deal. As I said, TCP/IP it's nothing but it's a protocol suite which is said to be helpful in communicating with the various aspects, the services which are related to internet and other similar networks which are there over the network. For that reason, the TCP/IP it is being used. The full forms you can see here. The TCP full form is said to be a transmission control protocol. Your TCP is said to be a transmission control protocol, and whereas the IP is nothing but your internet protocol, which is being used for the mainly for the purpose of the network aspect. These protocols are being used. Okay, so let's learn which and all things are there in the TCP/IP. Mainly, first you can check out here in the OSI model. You have various layers. These are said to be the layers which you have learned already. You have physical data link. You have network transport, session, presentation and application. Whereas in TCP you can check out here only these many layers are there. All these three layers are being combined in the application layer, whereas your network layer which is being considered here in the internet aspect, and your data link and the physical it is said to be your network aspects which are there, which provides the access to the network. Okay, all these are being changed little bit in the TCP/IP model. Okay, only 4 layers are there in the TCP/IP model. So let's check what and all happen in each of the layers of the TCP/IP. First one you can check out in the TCP/IP you have the application layer. So in this you can see here all other are said to be combined in a single one. In the application layer, your application layer, presentation and the session layers are said to be combined, and all these are said to be the most important one for the purpose of the network services which are being there, and even they are mainly used for the exchange of information from one end to another end for the user purpose. Mainly this layer is being considered where you can exchange the information from one source to other destination. For that layer, the application layer is being considered. In this application layer, you have the various protocols. You can check out here. Here you have the HTTP. Mainly when you are said to be linking multiple web pages at a time, this HTTP is said to be necessary. When you are said to be transferring the files from one end to another end, you need the FTP, nothing but file transfer protocol. And when you are said to be accessing the mails, you are said to be sending the attachments through the mails, you are transferring the messages through the mails, you need the SMTP. All these are said to be the protocols which are there. Other few protocols which are there which you will be learning in the future aspects. Okay, in this mainly application layer only you have this presentation layer. Mainly it provides the aspect of encryption and decryption. Encryption is nothing but I want to secure my data, I use a user ID and password. And decryption is nothing but the whichever ID and password is being used, it will be decrypted back, and the other end at the destination they will be receiving the information when they put their own user ID and password. That message it will be opened through the decryption concept. Whereas your another part of the presentation layer is nothing but it provides compression and decompression. Compression is nothing but your whole data, it will be represented in fewer bits. That is said to be your compression. Whereas decompression of data is nothing but your fewer bits, it will be represented in the maximum bits it was as it was in the original phase. Okay, and even this layer, application layer, it also has the concept of like it has the checkpoints. What do you mean by checkpoints is nothing but when I am transferring the data from one device to another device, the device it will be checking for the checkpoints, whether the space is said to be available, whether the data can be reaching to the other end or not, and whether all the data is being received at the other end. It will be checked, and it will be having the concept of synchronization. It will be checking whether waveforms which are generated in between, it will be of the same type at each and every level. That is said to be a synchronization aspect. So it has the checkpoints and the synchronization. This is the structure of your whole TCP/IP. You can check here what and all is being present in the TCP/IP. You have the various protocols here. You can check it out which are there in the application layer. Whereas the transport layer consists of the transmission control protocol and the UDP. It will be having their user datagram protocol is nothing but it will the user data which will be transmitted from one end to another end. It will be having its own user applications which are being involved, and the internet layer consists of the internet protocol. It will be following the IP addresses. whereas the network has the Ethernet connection. It's nothing but the LAN connection or the various other physical connections which are there, that it will be covered in the network access part. Okay, so then here in this phase you can check out for the things like which and all protocols are there in the application layer. You have the DNS, you have the TCP/IP, you have the FTP, you have HTTP, IMAP, all these are there in the application layer, whereas your transport layer consists of other protocols: TCP, UDP, ICMP, IGMP, Internet Group Management, Internet Control Message Protocol. All these protocols are there. OSPF is nothing but Open Shortest Path First, that it is there in the internet. You have request for change protocols here, and in the link you have the ARP, address resolution protocol, reverse address resolution protocol. All these are said to be present in the link part. So all these protocols are there in the TCP/IP, which you will be dealing in the future aspects of the other units. Okay. The next layer which is being covered in the TCP/IP is your transport layer. In this layer, mainly its aspect. What do you mean by transport? Is transporting your data, whatever it is there, from the source to the destination a proper way. It will be checking whether it is delivered proper way or not. That is the part of the transport layer. Okay, this transport layer consists of two protocols, main protocols, that is said to be your TCP and UDP. Mainly these two aspects are said to be reliable transmission of data. It will be done, and it will be done without any errors. The data, it will be transmitted to the other end. That it will be taken care by the transport layer. Plus other things which are there in the transport layer is nothing but it has the checksum. At each and every point, it will be checking for the amount of data which is being transferred. If it is proper, then it acknowledges, nothing but it gives an acknowledgement, otherwise it will not give an acknowledgement. If any problem exists in the data transfer, then it will be giving a timeout. Okay, when the data is being transmitted, and end to end it will be having the control of information, plus even it will be having the verification from one end to another end. And mainly your TCP/IP, it has a reliable end-to-end communication. It may be either connection oriented through the TCP and connection less through the UDP. The transfer of information, it will be there. Okay, then the messages, mainly in the transport layer, it will be divided into multiple segments. The data which is there, it will be divided into multiple segments. When it is being transferred, it may execute in its own order, 1, 2, 3, 4, or it may be 1, 3, 4, 2, like that, any order. But at the end, it will be reassembling into 1, 2, 3, 4 format only, whichever the divided segments are there. That happens in the transport layer. Okay, and another part of the transport layer is nothing but whatever data is being misplaced, it has to be once again considered back, and it should be replacing the packets, and once again it will be transmitting the data if the data is being lost. And mainly the transport layer consists of two parts of communication: connection and less, and connection oriented transmission. It's nothing but connection less means what? At the end, when the data is being transferred, it will be checking for the destinations whether the data is being delivered or not. In the connection oriented, no problem will be there. The data gets transferred easily without any difficulty. The data gets transferred easily without any problem. The data, it will be delivered in a proper way. The packets, it will be delivered in a proper way. When it is said to be considered as the connection oriented, no loss will be there. But connection less, there may be a chances of loss of data when it is there in the transport layer. Okay, this is the transport layer. Then you have the network layer. The network layer, the main part of the network layer, it's nothing but to handle the movement of the data from one network to another network. Okay, mainly it involves the concept of routing. I want to route the data, in which route it has to flow the data, that it is being considered, and it gives the address for the data, packages the data. Is nothing but it has to package. Okay, one sort of data is there which is said to be similar. I make a similar group. Another part of the group is there, I'll be making similarity, like that I will be doing, and I'll be routing the information through the routing functions which are there in the routing table. Okay, and various protocols which are there in the network layer are, you have the IP, Internet Protocol, you have the ARP, Address Resolution Protocol, ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, Internet Group Management Protocol. IP, it's mainly used for your addressing and routing and fragmentation. It is being used. Address Resolution Protocol, I provide an address through which it can access the various hardware devices which are there in between. Okay, that is your address resolution protocol. Whereas internet control message protocol is nothing but I want to control my message when it is being transferred from one end to another end. At each and every level I check that the data transferred is only this much data transferred at a time. It shouldn't be transferred bulky messages at a time. If bulky messages are there, it will be finding out for a diagnostic function. It may happen in the network that the data may run faster. That it will be done and it will be checked through the ICMP, and it will be checking for the data which is delivered to the other end in a successful way or no. That it will be checked by the internet control message protocol. And internet group management protocol, it's nothing but internet, it will be managed by not only one group, it will be managed by multiple groups at a time, multiple networks at a time. So those groups, it has to be managed over the network which set to be network, which group of network it is being following, everything it will be checked by the ICMP. Okay, and mainly it will be like whatever data is being there in the network layer, it has to be transmitted to the physical layer. Physical addresses, it's nothing but ones and zeros, it has to convert. That it will be done by the network layer. In this network layer, you have the routers and the gateways which will help you out in getting communicated. Okay, so routers are nothing but the devices which will help you out in getting communicated. This is the way how the data gets transmitted from the host to the physical layer, and from the physical layer to the other user, whomever it is there in the source and destinations. Okay. And data link layer, main aspect of the data link layer, you all know, mainly it helps in getting linked with the data from one end to another end. The data, it will be in the format of frames. Okay, data whichever is there, it will be considering frame wise the data, it will be divided and it will be transmitted over the physical layer. Okay, and that frames which are being prepared, it will be checked for the what synchronization and error control. It will be doing synchronization. Once again I tell, when the data is being flowing from one end to another end, the synchronization, it should be there. For example, 2 seconds it is taking, other end also it should be executed in 2 seconds only, not in multiple seconds. And even it checks for the errors in the data link layer. And it has the various protocols which are being followed in the data link layer. It has to follow the frames and the data has to be covered in the format of frames only. It has to be executed in the format of frames only. The data has to be executed. Okay, and it should be executed in the given time only. The frames has to get executed. Okay, mainly the data link layer, another part is that it controls the errors from end to end, and it should be checking for the duplication. It shouldn't be having multiple frames of the same time. It should be executed, and frames, it should be in the format of bits of frames. The data which is there in the frames, it is in the format of bits only. That it will be checked, and the bits are said to be managed within that particular frames. That it will be checked by the data link layer, and the stream of bits, division of the bits is being done by the data link layer. Okay, and mainly in the data link layer, the devices which are used are switch and bridge device which is being used. This is the device which is being used in the data link layer. And the last one is your physical layer in the TCP/IP. You all know, mainly the physical layer is nothing but the wire which are being used. They only follow the format. It is no way concerned with your whatever concept of data is being sent from one end to another. The data, it will be sent in zeros and ones, but it is only concerned with what? With the physical connections which is there between the devices. Your data flow is ones and zeros. The data flows over the physical medium in ones and zeros, but it is no way concerned with the data. It is concerned only with the physical connection. Physical connection is nothing but, okay, I have this device, one device is there, another device is there. I get connected from one device to another device. When the device is connected, then it is said to be 1. When the device is not connected, then it is said to be 0. Like that way, the electrical signals are said to be flowing. When it is connected, then it is said to be 1. Otherwise, if it is not connected, then it is said to be 0. So physical layer, it is not concerned with what data you are sending over the line. It is only concerned with the connections over the line. And it defines, and even your physical layer, it will define at what rate your data is said to be flowing. Means what? I will be taking 1 seconds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. What seconds I am taking for the data to travel from one end to another end. What data it is not concerned, how much time it is said to be concerned to flow the data. That is there in the physical layer, and even it is said to be having the synchronization of ones and zeros. When the data flows, it is in ones. When the data is not flowing, it is in zero. That it will be followed. That synchronization it maintains over the network physical layer, and the various devices which are said to be connected, it may be following various types of topologies we have done. It may be a mesh, star, ring or bus topology which is being used in the physical layer. So remember, in the physical layer it is not concerned with the data, it is concerned with the data which like link which is being established and how the data flows between the connection, that it is being concerned, and it follows various types of topologies plus even follows the various transmission modes like simplex, half duplex or full duplex. Both the end it is transmitting, single end is transmitting, what it is doing, that it is being concerned here in the physical layer. Okay, and the devices which are being there in the physical layer are, you have the hubs and the repeaters which are being used in the physical layer. A cable is there, the cable is being connected to this particular device. Okay, that is being there in the physical layer when it is said to be getting communicated to various devices. Okay, this is the part of your TCP/IP. TCP/IP doesn't have all the layers, it has only 4 layers, but those are said to be mixed with each other. All the layers are said to be combined in a single one. That is being done. So we will be ending with this TCP/IP, and all other things are said to be covered. OSI model and the TCP/IP model is the most important one. It's the most important question in the aspect of final exams. Okay, do study it.